Welcome to Triumphant Over Trauma, where resilience reigns and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. I'm Gina, your guide on this empowering journey. With a mission to help women overcome trauma, I'm here to inspire you to cultivate a positive mindset, embrace self-love, and find peace. Join me as we celebrate strength, reclaim power, and triumph over adversity together. Welcome. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to arrive, not in the place where you stumbled, but in the place where you are now. Take one slow breath in and gently let it go. Again, take one slow breath in and gently let it go. Allow your shoulders to soften. Release the weight you've been carrying, even if it's just for this moment. Now imagine yourself standing at the base of a hillside just after a summer rain. The earth beneath your feet is damp but steady. Wildflowers sway gently in the breeze, their petals sparkling with tiny drops of water that catch the morning sun. The air smells fresh, clean, like something has been washed away. A narrow path winds upward before you. As you look down, you notice a few loose stones scattered across the trail. You can almost imagine someone stumbling there, maybe even yourself. But then you lift your eyes. The path doesn't end where someone fell. It continues, steady, quietly inviting you forward. Take another slow breath and ask yourself, what if your setback wasn't the end of your story, but the place where a new one quietly began? Welcome to Triumphant Over Trauma. I'm your host, Gina. Today we're talking about standing tall after the fall and discovering that setbacks can become starting points when we choose not to stay where we landed. If you've lived through trauma of any kind, disappointment, loss, or seasons where life didn't unfold the way you had hoped, you know what it feels like to fall. Sometimes it's obvious. A relationship ends. A job changes. A dream doesn't happen. Other times the fall is invisible. You lose confidence. You stop trusting yourself. You begin questioning whether you're capable of starting again. I've had moments where I looked at what didn't work and quietly wondered, did I fail? But with time, I realized something important. There's a difference between experiencing a setback and becoming someone who believes they are one. One is an event. The other is an identity. And healing invites us to leave the identity behind. One of the greatest lies trauma tells us is this: if it didn't work the first time, maybe you're not meant for it. But life tells a different story. Seeds break open before they grow. Butterflies struggle before they fly. Muscles become stronger after they're challenged. Healing often follows the same rhythm. Growth doesn't happen because we avoid falling. It happens because we learn that falling doesn't define us. Every setback carries something forward. Sometimes it's wisdom. Sometimes it's clearer boundaries. Sometimes it's courage. Sometimes it's simply the realization that you're stronger than you once believed. You are not standing where you started, even if you're standing still. You've learned, you've grown, you've become. Let's stay here for a moment, because understanding that changes everything. If it feels supportive, place both feet gently on the floor. Take one slow breath in and breathe out. Imagine yourself standing once again on that quiet hillside. Notice the place where you stumbled. Instead of rushing past it, walk toward it. Kneel beside it. Place your hand gently on the earth. Without judgment, simply notice. Now stand slowly. Feel your feet grounded beneath you. Your spine lengthens. Your shoulders gently open. Quietly say to yourself, I am allowed to begin again. One setback cannot erase who I am becoming. Every step forward is still forward. Take one more slow breath. Notice how your body feels standing rather than staying on the ground. As you continue your day, I'd love for you to reflect on these questions. What setback have I allowed to define me? And what strength has quietly grown because I lived through it? You don't need perfect answers, only honest ones. Healing often begins when we stop arguing with our story and begin listening to what it has taught us. Today, choose one thing you've been avoiding because you're afraid of failing again. Not the biggest thing. Just one next step. Send the email. Apply for the opportunity. Have the conversation. Open the journal. Take the walk. Start the chapter. Not because success is guaranteed, but because courage grows every time you choose movement over fear. Starting again doesn't erase the past. It simply reminds you that the past doesn't get to decide your future. As our time together comes to a close, I hope you remember this. Every woman who stands tall today has known what it feels like to fall. Strength isn't the absence of setbacks. It's the willingness to rise with a softer heart, a wiser mind, and a deeper trust in yourself. So before you return to your day, take one last slow breath with me. Inhale courage. Exhale self-doubt. Again, inhale possibility. Exhale the belief that one difficult chapter defines your whole story. Place your hand over your heart if it feels right. And remember, the path didn't end where you stumbled. It actually continued. And so will you. Until next Tuesday, be gentle with yourself. Keep choosing progress over perfection. And trust that every step you take, even after the fall, is leading you toward the life you're meant to live. I'll meet you here next week. Thank you for tuning in to Triumphant Over Trauma, where resilience prevails and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Keep embracing your strength, cultivating resilience, and shining your light bright. You are capable of triumphing over any challenge life throws your way. Until next time, keep rising and thriving. You've got this.